Idaho, the land that wrestling forgot. Until souls across the gem state decided to make history. We all take risks. We all feel pain. We all have succeeded and failed. But not tonight. Tonight, our stories will be told. Tonight, our voices will be heard. Tonight, your eyes will see the unbelievable. For the first time in Idaho history, we bring you local professional wrestling. So gather the family, take a seat, and leave the action to us. We are Wrestle Club. What you are about to see is real. Each wrestler has years of training. Our bodies are not indestructible. We bend, we break, we bleed. So please, do not try this at home, school, or anywhere.
I look up to the sun to find answers, to feel its warmth, to feel its comfort. It seems I can always see and feel something lurking. But this, I didn't see this coming.
sun god, donut you! You will not make it to the potato drop. You will not make it to resolution. 2018, I will bring a ring of fire and I will take a piece of each and every one of you and I will sacrifice it to the sun.
Ladies and gentlemen, King Marcus Anderson here, and boy do I have news for you. This is a royal decree set up from the heavens of Wrestle Club. Every Friday at 7 p.m., you get to see the hottest action. You get to see your king taking down gutter snipes left and right. On Channel 64, the best of Wrestle Club. That is a guarantee and a royal decree.
Perseus, you made your return last month. You cost me the chance at the heavyweight title. Well, I'll tell you what, February 24th, I'm gonna kill two birds with one stone. I'm coming after you, and you're gonna face your ultimate predator, and I'm gonna slay a god. At the gauntlet, I'm gonna earn my right to get the Potato Bowl championship, and I'm gonna hunt you down. Count on it.
Your semi-main event is scheduled for a 6-man elimination match. The rules are as follows. 2 contestants will start off in the ring. As the match progresses, more contestants will enter the ring until there are 6 men total. Elimination may be obtained by pinfall or submission. The last man left will be declared the winner. First to enter the ring is from Redlands, California, weighing in at 235 pounds, the American Machine, Mr. Hickman.
To another week of Wrestle Club TV. My name is Dr. Nick Redbone, and I am joined once again by Gorilla Slam Sam Magnus as we are starting off the evening with a gauntlet match. And of course, the winner of this match is going to get a shot at Damian Black, our new Potato Bowl champion.
Yeah, I'm very excited for this match. It's going to be a 6-man gauntlet match, which is going to be something we haven't seen in Wrestle Club before, I don't believe.
A couple of real big guys starting off too. I believe JR would call them a couple of hosses.
I think that's right.
Just
Mr.
remember,
Hickman
if you're new to wrestling commentary, steal from all of the really good guys.
There you go. That's an easy way to go about
Absolutely.
doing it.
So we'll be JR and Gordon Soley will be heavily quoted this entire episode.
Slobber knocker solar plexus.
Tougher than a $2 steak. There. I think we've gotten the cliches out of the way.
And it looks like this match is about to start up here. We got Mr. Hickman and Bronco Billy. A good handshake here to start it off.
Who's stronger here? We've got Farm Boy Muscle against just the pure military might of Mr. Hickman. He is active duty military and huge.
Pushing him off into the ropes here. Hickman throws him across. Shoulder block. Neither man goes down, but Hickman, it looks like he is confident. Hickman.
Did I just ask the question who was stronger earlier?
I think you made a little bit of a mistake there.
Might have been a tactical error on my part.
A little early.
And on Bronco Bill Lee's part. Oh, is he looking for... I don't think he wants to do this. He's looking for the Greco-Roman knuckle lock.
A little test of strength.
Test of strength. Now look, I have no doubt that he's a strong man, but that's Mr. Hickman. They call him Mr. for a reason.
He's got to break those rusty bolts on the farm, man.
That's still not enough, I don't think. Big display of power.
Little do-si-do there from Bronco Billy. Hickman not having it, though. He doesn't look like he's enjoying it.
Yep, he's just said no, and a big, looks like a short arm choke slam almost.
Follows it up. Another one. Beautiful move there by Mr. Hickman. Going for the cover here.
1, 2, and 3 already, and we're waiting for our next man.
First challenger has been eliminated by Mr. Hickman. We'll see who's out next here.
And remind me next time we see these two guys in the ring, just remind me again that Mr. Hickman is indeed much stronger.
I'll try to do my best here.
Speaking of strong, speaking of power, here comes the Tree City Giant, the biggest man in Wrestle Club, James Grimm.
You're going to see how Mr. Hickman go ahead and makes the switch here from his smaller opponent, Bronco Billy, to basically a wall of man here in James Grimm.
It's going to take all of Mr. Hickman's power to even move the Tree City Giant. Both applauding, getting the crowd into it, and another handshake between these two fine competitors.
It's all about respect here in Wrestle Club. You show respect, you're going to get it. Mr. Hickman knows it.
I don't think that handshake's broken yet. Neither man willing to let go. Tempers might flare here. Keep an eye on him. There's a little hug, a little... Nope. And there we go. Tempers flare nose to nose and toes to toes in the middle of the ring.
Hickman just telling him, calling a spot here. Big shoulder block, not moving at all, though.
Like two trucks in the middle of the ring. Man, that is a lot of manhood right there in the middle of the ring. Is Grimm going to go for a third one?
Grimm telling Hickman, go ahead, take your best shot. Neither man budging here.
I think they could do this all night before anybody falls down.
Oh, another one. Just big blows. Two behemoths just coming at it.
Now, is James Grimm stronger than Mr. Hickman?
Oh, big double clothesline. Both man down in the center of the ring here.
Are we gonna get a count? Referee checking on both men.
That was a big shot, but I don't think either one of these guys are going to be out quite yet.
Anytime you're in one of these gauntlet match situations, if you keep winning, you're actually at a disadvantage going up against the next guy because you've already had a match, then you go into another one really without much of a break. So Mr. Hickman is already one match in, short match, but regardless, a match in against a fresher James Grimm.
Yeah, and everything that James Grimm throws here at Hickman is going to take its toll. So if Hickman can, get over on the Tree City Giant here, he's going to be that much more worn. And, I can't imagine Grimm himself is wanting to take on somebody of this stature this early on in this match.
And Grimm is such a big hitter. Everything he does, just his sheer size and his power. I mean, a hip toss from this guy and he'll put you right through the mat.
Looks like it's a Brad Zane coming out.
Brad Zane already out to the ring. What is he doing? Is he entering this match? He's in the match, apparently.
Yeah, Brad Zane plays by his own rules. We've come to realize that.
Project
trash
Mayhem.
talking Hickman on that.
He is the puppet master. He pulls the strings. Just ask him. He'll tell you over and over and over. These two guys, no stranger to each other. James Grimm mocking the... takes a big right hand for the mockery.
Big forearm.
Returns one.
Big front slap there. Another forearm.
That's
Zane and Grimm here just going at it. Big blows from both men.
Grimm using his size to back Brad Zane into the corner. Big right hand, big clothesline in the corner, pinning him. Calling for the crowd, and another one, that's a third. Zane, if there was something out, if he could get some space, I think he'd fall down.
He's going to bring that trunk of an arm over. Bringing the straps down.
Here he comes.
You know Grimm means business now. Sets him up there. Big old clothesline in the corner.
Crushes Brad Zane in the corner, going for his signature choke slam. Here comes Mr. Hickman back into the ring. I wonder if he's going to help. Yep.
Yeah, don't come in the match early there, Zane. Zane grabbing the official, though.
Pretty typical. And a huge low blow by Brad Zane. One of the dirtiest players in the game.
Theodric Lionheart now making his entrance with a big sling blade there.
Boy, if I'm Brad Zane, I don't think I want to be in the ring against all three of those guys at once.
I don't think so either. Double springboard drop kick from Theodric. Beautiful move.
Theodric helped him out with that. He's now no longer in the ring.
Nope, took care of that real quick.
Mr. Hickman has Theodric up. Theodric escapes.
Super kick right to the jaw there. And a jumping knee.
Theodric is just so athletic. One of the best pure in-ring workers in Wrestle Club. Big chop.
Ooh. Beautiful backhand there, and a Pele kick to follow up. Grim down, Theodric, the only one standing in the ring.
And there's his former partner, his former best friend, the Golden Boy Perseus, who made his return just last week, the week before, making his presence felt here in Wrestle Club. The Golden God.
Just laying out Theodric there. He was on a roll, and he put an end to that real quick.
Boy, when he turned on Theodric, he definitely turned on the fans, and he has no problem whatsoever letting him know the disdain he has for him. Mr. Hickman back in, fists and fire, throws a big right hand, whips him into the ropes.
Oh, a beautiful spine buster there from Mr. Hickman. Is that going to be it?
A double count, and was it a double count? Now it is. That's a 3 count on both men. Perseus and Theodric, former tag team champions, both eliminated at the same time. And we are down to James Grimm, Brad Zane, and Mr. Hickman.
We're still not going to see that big face-off between Perseus and Theodric quite yet. It's going to have to wait for yet another day.
They have a date with destiny. It's coming.
Ooh, Zane with another big shot to Grimm there. Backing him into the ropes. See what Zane's got in store. Ducks the clothesline. Beautiful cutter there by Zane. Grimm down.
That might be it. If he goes for the cover, he could have him.
Get down on there. Come on, Zane. Oh, just arrogant.
Cover. 1, 2, and 3. And we're down to the final 2 men as Brad Zane and Mr. Hickman will face off for a championship match. A title shot against Damian Black. Now, this would be interesting. What if Brad Zane wins this one?
I'd love to see Black and Zane go at it.
What a war that one would be. But, of course, there's one really big guy trying to prevent that, and that is Mr. Hickman. Big right hand, another one, and a third right hand by Mr. Hickman.
Clubs coming in there, just AKs right to the head. Full Nelson. Oh, picks him up. Big full Nelson slam. Beautiful by Mr. Hickman.
Hickman's another one of those guys. So much power. Whatever he does is going to hurt. That's a 2 count. 2.5 count on that one. Great work by the officials tonight.
Keeping an eye on that shoulder there, making sure Zane gets it up in time.
You can't trust Zane at all, though. Don't give him a second to breathe, and I think Hickman's learned his lesson. He's right on top of the Puppet Master.
Hickman big running in, Zane out of the way. Hickman just driven straight into the turnbuckle.
Big back suplex.
Back suplex there by Zane. Bringing Hickman right on the back of his neck, rolls him over.
1, 2, and a 2 count. That's the thing about Brad Zane. He takes his time. His execution on just about everything is perfect. He's a great in-ring technician. It's just too bad he uses things like that.
Exactly, that back rake there. Not going to win a match with it, but you know what? He's just going to let the opponent know that he just hates him a little bit.
Zane has enough cardio that not only can he execute maneuver after maneuver, but he can talk the entire time. He's jawing to the referee. He's jawing to Mr. Hickman. He's flapping his gums to the crowd. Nobody is safe from the mouth of Brad Zane.
Arm wringer there gets him in, looking for the Northern Light suplex.
Beautiful execution. Beautiful suplex. And he's going for the cover. This could be it. 1, 2. Still kind of a Liza Daisical cover. Yeah. He didn't hook the leg. He might have gotten 3 had he hooked the leg.
Hickman just able to squeak out there. If he would have put the full pressure on with the leg, yeah, I think that would have been it.
And once again, Hickman has now taken offense from 4 other guys.
Yeah, Zane just laying into him. Big back kick.
Someone's going to need a chiropractor after this one.
Driving the air out of Hickman, and Hickman's a big guy. If he can't breathe, he's going to have a hard time keeping going in this match. And just another big shot right to the kidneys.
Well, and of course, that's the secret to neutralizing a guy that is as strong as Mr. Hickman. Keep him on the mat. Nobody is strong on their back.
Zane looks like, does he have him in a dragon sleeper here?
Indeed he does, a dragon sleeper, and that's taking even more of the air. And, the dragon sleeper can be applied as a blood choke, too, cutting off that carotid artery. So Mr. Hickman could be in a lot of trouble. We talked about Brad Zane's execution. So at this point, this might be it for Mr. Hickman. Oh, His hand doesn't drop. He's still in. Man, how can he still be going?
Oh, big shot to the chest there. Zane's got to be wondering what he needs to do to finish this once and for all.
Brad Zane looks like that's exactly what he's setting up to do. Big right hand.
Measured shot.
Looked like he hit him in the ear with that.
Yeah, measured shot. At this point, you think Zane's already thinking about black?
Zane, he's got to be thinking about black. That's the thing about Brad Zane. I think he thinks of every angle when he's in a match. You know, whatever the situation, win or lose, he knows what's going to happen.
Hickman looks like he's looking for a pump handle slam.
That's exactly what he's going for. This is a big man to pump handle.
Deadlift slam he does.
Look at that
Pure
power.
strength. Going for the
1,
cover.
2.
Oh, Zane able to squeak the shoulder up on that. I'm not sure how he managed that one.
Say what you will about Brad Zane, he is an incredible professional wrestler. Both of these men would be able champions. Both of these men are, I would consider, contenders for the Wrestle Club Heavyweight Championship as well.
Yeah, I'm excited to see either one of these guys go on to face for the Potato Bowl belt against Buck.
Hickman pulling Zane up. Sets him for a suplex.
This is going to be a big suplex.
Oh, he's setting him up on the top rope. Is he going for a superplex?
Oh, a slingshot superplex of sorts.
Beautiful technique there, and Zane ends up on the other side of the ring. Big power on display by Mr. Hickman, but he's exhausted. Took him at least 2 counts to get over for that cover, and it was enough to give Zane enough wind to kick out at 2.5.
Hickman's got to be looking for that pop-up spine buster he uses so often.
1, 2, still 2.5 count at best.
We saw it earlier in the night there. He managed to finish off Bronco Billy with it early. If he can get Zane with that one, I think that might be all she wrote.
Hickman has used so much power and so much air just getting him to this position, and of course, as we've covered, he's been fighting the other guys since the match started. Maybe rolling him out to take a breather? I guess that would make sense. If he can win by countout, it's still a win.
Win by countout or just get some more punishment? If he can land a blow out there on the concrete, that's it.
Big punch right to the solar plexus on the apron.
Oh, missed a leg drop on the apron there, the hardest part of the ring.
Absolutely. The most dangerous place in the entire world of professional wrestling is right on the apron. Whoa. Misses the clothesline. Zane went for a clothesline. Turns around. Hickman with a big kick right over. Pretty great. Was that a reclining Pele kick? Can we call it that?
I'll say so, yeah.
Okay. The reclining Pele kick. I think we invented one right here.
Welcome to the Hickman.
Zane just trying to get away from Hickman, just trying to recoup himself, but Hickman with a big shot to the back there. Throwing him. Oh, Zane with the reversal. Oh, Hickman with a hard shot into the turnbuckle.
Now,
ring post itself, I should say.
Once again, that countout rule works for either guy. If Brad Zane just lays in the middle of the ring and gets a 10 count, he wins the shot at Damian Black and the Potato Bowl Championship.
You can see Zane just admonishing the ref, get the count going. Hickman's a hard-fought battle, and you know what? If he can take it this way out, that's just that much more that he's got when he goes into that title match.
Maybe a tactical error by Brad Zane here as he goes outside the ring, throwing fists and fire, dropping a double axe handle and a kick to the back of Mr. Hickman. Is he going to drag him back into the ring? He might be looking to post him again. That's exactly what he's looking for.
Again.
How much can Hickman have left? He's a big, strong man, but a big, strong man, no matter how big and strong you are, that steel is going to hurt, and he's eaten it twice. Zane rolls in, maybe now looking for a countout over a nearly unconscious Mr. Hickman.
Hickman's it just seems to be squeaking up there. I don't know where he's finding this from, though.
The heart of the champion, he rolls in just at the last minute. Zane can't quite believe it. He's got to be thinking, what is it going to take to keep this big, powerful man down?
Both men have to be exhausted at this point. Hickman has obviously taken more blows, but we saw a fury from just about every competitor nailing Zane.
And Hickman escapes. Looked like it was a powerbomb attempt. Escapes with a backdrop.
Back to zero. Both men down on the mat. Ref checking both. We'll see who can get up first. You got to think that whoever gets up first here is going to have the upper hand.
Absolutely.
Zane closer to the ropes, he might be able to pull himself up with those. Hickman has not moved since reversing that move.
The officials are having a meeting out there on the side of the ring. I wonder if they're discussing what happens if this is a double countout or a double knockout. Brad Zane moving now, so it looks like that discussion doesn't need to be had. Now working on the knee of Mr.
Zane
Hickman.
stomping on the back of the leg there. Hooks him. Looks like he's got an STF in there. He's got to bring that left hand forward, though, to get this choke fully in.
One of the oldest signature submissions in all of professional wrestling. That STF goes back to pro wrestling's catch as catch can days. If he could get that right hand, or the left hand or the right hand locked, he would have had a full STF. Hickman makes it to the ropes.
Looks like Zane's refusing to break the hold here.
Now that'll get him disqualified, and he'll lose that title shot.
It almost looked like Zane was grabbing that leg just to pull more pressure on the knee there.
I think you're right. I think you're exactly right.
Which is really smart on Zane's part, considering he's decided to go for that knee.
And of course, like we said, take a big man off his feet, and he's just as strong as, well, he's just as strong as anybody else.
More measured strikes from Zane there. He's just, got him right in his sights.
Zane dissecting Mr. Hickman, whips him off to the ropes.
Oh, Hickman with a giant clothesline out of nowhere.
How much can he have left, though? What a performance. What an effort by Mr. Hickman as he's trying for that championship match, that title shot at Damian Black and the Potato Bowl Championship.
Laying in the boots to Zane here. Let's see what he's got. Big old elbow drop. Driving all the air out of Zane. Hickman crawling over for the cover.
1, 2, 2.5 count once again. These guys, neither one of them has any quit in them. One thing I ought to mention, that Potato Bowl Championship, that championship has actually found itself in line for shots against the NWA's Pacific Northwest Heavyweight Championship before. So this belt means more than just the number 2 belt in all of Wrestle Club.
Yeah, basically at this point, if you can get a hold of that belt, you know you're on your way.
You've already full Nelson. This is exactly how he won how he beat Bronco Bill Lee opening up this match. Maybe he's just going for a full Nelson and a knockout. With his kind of power, anytime he puts his hands on you, he can turn it into a submission.
Just driving his head down into it.
Well, you hit the post a couple of times, you're going to get a little mad.
Yeah, I think he's probably a little PO'd at Zane at this point. Fair enough. Going for a big scoop slam. Powers him over, just deadlifting him again.
1, 2, kicks out at the last minute. What is it going to take to end this match? These guys have thrown all of the heavy lumber at each other. What have they got left?
Hickman just trying to get his air back in him. He's got to get one more big power move, and he's got plenty to choose from, and he could be, ending this match.
Absolutely. At this point, I think whoever hits his finisher ends the match. They've both given everything they've had.
Zane turns it around, drives Hickman yet again into that turnbuckle head first.
And how many times have we seen the momentum in this match just between these two shift back and forth, back and forth?
Zane's a master just taking that small chance, that small window, and making a big move out of it.
Sizing up Mr. Hickman, charges him, big boot.
Gets him right up under the chin there. Oh, Zane falls into the cover.
And gets another 2 count. Brad Zane, for a guy his size, he is deceptively agile. He moves like a man half his size.
Zane just looking to see if he can capitalize one more time. Pulling Hickman up here. Camel clutch apply. Oh no!
Camel clutch sleeper hold. Look at that one. It is almost like a choke with a camel clutch position as well. That's putting a lot of pressure on a lot of Mr. Hickman's body right now.
Yeah, he's got Hickman controlled. Hickman's going to have to literally pick him up to get to the ropes.
And you spoke too soon, because that's exactly what he's doing. Look at that power.
Hickman just shrugs Zane off, and Zane's a big guy. He managed just to pick him up and drop him immediately.
If Hickman's car didn't work on the way home, my guess would be he could carry it home.
I think so.
That is a big, powerful man.
He really is. Just literally his offense is just deadlifting people. Picking up Zane here.
Front face lock, pulling him to his feet.
Just barely getting him to his feet. Zane is just out on his feet right now.
Right hand from Mr. Hickman.
Are we going to see it? Oh, sidewalk slam. Another big power move, just driving everything out of him.
Can't monopolize, can't take that cover unless he didn't want it. Maybe he's looking to finish this once and for all with that pop-up.
Bringing Zane back up to his feet here.
And how much does Zane have left? Hickman backs him into the corner, whips him to the opposite side. Follows him in.
Oh, big shoulder right to the stomach there. Picks him up here. There's that spine buster. I believe that's it.
Can he cover, though? Can he cover?
He's got to capitalize quick. Come on, Hickman.
1, 2, and 3.
That's the ticket right there.
And Mr. Hickman is now in line for a title shot for the Potato Bowl Championship, currently held by the other half of Project Mayhem, Damian Black.
I can't wait to see that match coming up, and you got to think Zayn's going to be at ringside, and he might want to, avenge this loss here.
Speaking of the champion, there's Damian Black in the ring to confront his #1 contender.
You sure it's not to congratulate?
I would bet that's not a congratulations, not from the Black Heart of Wrestle Club, Damian Black.
To the Forge. This is a sample of what you can experience if you were to book a private event with us. If you're interested, please visit our Facebook page at facebook.com/Idaho Wrestle Club. Now let's get started. what you can experience if you were to book a private event with us. If you're interested, please visit our Facebook page at facebook.com/Idaho Wrestle Club.
At Expo, Idaho, 4 p.m. at the Kids Fair, February 24th. Patrick Holloway did the right thing by giving me a one-on-one with the lost soul Garabai, or else he would have been sacrificed to the sun, just like I sacrificed the lost soul Garabai. Here is your proof. And at the Kids Fair, I will be sacrificing the heavyweight championship. I am the Sun God. Don't I do?
February 24th at 4 p.m. at the Expo, Idaho, at the Kids Fair, your newly crowned heavyweight champion, the Lost Soul, Garabai, takes on that newcomer, the Sun God, Tonatu. You see, you got in the main event through intimidation, while I got here through hard work and dedication. You talk about sacrificing my hair to the sun, and now you want to sacrifice this heavyweight title to the sun. Well, to be honest, I don't think you know what sacrifice means. Because for the past 10 years, the Lost Soul has been sacrificing his time, his body, his blood, his sweat, his tears, and his fears. In that resolution, everything came into full circle when I became the new heavyweight champion. And February 24th, you're gonna find out what sacrifice really is. And at the end of the day, the only sound that you're gonna hear is the sound of a flatline.
Hey Black,
What's that, Zane?
Project Mayhem, merchandise. Look at this. Look at this. You kids at home. This is what you want. You don't want Wrestle Club merchandise. You want Project Mayhem merchandise. You want Puppet Master Brad Zane merchandise. Here's the thing though. This shirt's currently sold out right now, but that's only because kids at home know. They know that Project Mayhem is where it's at. Brad Zane, the Puppet Master, Damian Black, the Voodoo Priest.
Merchandise is coming.
Be ready for it.
Hey there, this is your heavyweight champion, the Lost Soul, Garabai, and I have arrived here on Cable 1. And each Friday, there's going to be a brand new episode at 7 p.m. right here on Channel 64.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Come on, they really want to hear you. Remember, the louder you cheer, the bigger their moves. So come on, one more time. Are you ready? That's what I want to hear. All right. So now, before lovely May Lee.
Are you ready for your main event? I can't hear you. Did you say you're ready for the main event? That's better. Your main event is scheduled for one fall. Whoever wins this match will become the Wrestle Club Heavyweight Champion. Entering the ring from Blackfoot, Idaho, weighing in at 300 pounds, the Sun God, Toratu! And his opponent from Boise, Idaho, weighing in at 200 pounds, your current Idaho Wrestle Club Heavyweight Champion, the Lost Soul, Garabai!
Heavyweight champion, right here, Wrestle Club, Channel 64. This is how we do it. We write history. We create our
Here we are, your main event for the Wrestle Club Heavyweight Championship. The challenger who's been at war with the champion Garabai now for some time, the Sun God Tanatu, versus your champion, the Lost Soul Garabai, for the biggest title Wrestle Club has to offer, the Wrestle Club Heavyweight Championship.
Tanatu here, there's not much to say about him. I mean, he's a force to be reckoned with for sure, but we don't know a lot about him so far.
Still very mysterious. All we know is that he ambushed and attacked the champion Garabai and cut a big chunk of his hair out when he did attack him, and they've been at war ever since. Garabai getting ready to hand over the championship.
Patrick Holloway there, ringing the bell for us to start this main event, this championship match. Garabai just showing him what's on the line here, but you got to think that Garabai knows that there's more than just this belt on the line at this point.
And look at the size difference between the two. Now, don't get me wrong, Garabai is an amazing professional wrestler, but just the sheer amount of weight he's giving up has got to add to the challenge of this match.
Oh, you see it right there. The size difference.
Yeah, the difference in power is
more than apparent. Garibay, though, all right.
Part of a champion. He's ready for this.
Both men circling the ring here, sizing him up. Garibay getting the crowd in it, which he always does. He's just a great, fan favorite here. Garibay slithering around the ring there. Lock up. I think we're going to see Tonatu, show his power there. But Garibay, don't knock him.
He was ready for it. He goes for another lockup. Manages to bully his way back into the corner, but not enough to hold him there. Tonatu's just so big.
Garibay's going to have to use his speed here, and there we see it, right through the legs.
Beautiful, and what did we say during the last match? If you're going against a giant, take him off his feet, and that's exactly what he's done. And now, sitting in the middle of his back, robbing his air and pulling back on that head, makes it even harder to breathe. It's a great strategy.
It's a perfect strategy here. Just take Tonatu down, take the air away.
And there's Tonatu standing up with all that power and backing Garibay into the corner. Squashing him with his 300 pounds.
Sun-like physique just driving everything out of Garibay.
Huge hip toss.
Bringing him down hard there.
This was filmed in Boise. Garibay almost landed here.
Kick out just at one. Lackadaisical cover there by Tonatu.
Well, remember, Tonatu is big and strong, but he's still a rookie, and that was definitely a rookie mistake against a champion and a veteran like Garibay.
Ref checking the hair on that one. You know that Tonatu has an obsession with Garibay's hair for one reason or another.
He's cut it, now he's pulling it.
Oh, big chop there on the top rope.
His hand's about the size of a laptop computer.
Garibay just draped over the ropes there like dirty laundry.
That's the thing. A guy as big as Tonatu, he might not hit as many times as Garibay, but every time he does, it's going to count. Garibay recovers.
Whoa, single leg drop kick from the second rope there.
Lost Soul flies and goes for a cover. 1, 2, just barely a 2 count. Tonatu's just so big, so strong, so powerful. It's going to take more than that to keep him down.
Garibay a little shocked there, checking with the ref on the count. Off the ropes, building up some steam.
Tonatu catches him. He's going for a crossbody, but he's not weak enough for that one yet. And Tonatu catches him, holding him and mocking him as he does.
Oh, big old front slam there.
Putting all of that 300 pounds down onto Garibay's chest. And the Lost Soul kicks out at 2. Tonatu looks a little surprised. He shouldn't be, though. Garibay didn't become champion by losing to a rookie within the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was not sheer luck that Garibay became champ.
Big strike and now a nerve hold. And that one hurts. That's been used by some of the monsters of pro wrestling for years and years. Seen Abdul the Butcher use that one. The Sheik used that one. The Great Muta even used that one.
A lot of people find this whole comical. Just reach up, find that tricep of yours. Just grab it.
Yeah.
Squeeze as hard as you can.
But remember, kids, don't try this at home.
That's true. Never mind. Don't do any of what I just said. Oh, Garibay manages to snag both. Oh, just big old shots from the elbow there. And
third big elbow, and he takes Tonatu off his feet.
Just pinning both arms. Tonatu had nothing. Oh, innovative little kick there from Garibay as well.
And I guess if you're going to put him down, that's where you can strike with him. If Tonatu's on his knees, he doesn't have as much power. 2 count, and Tonatu kicks out. Still strong. But once again, I think we're seeing the difference in experience here. And Garibay, right now at least, is in charge. He's a surgeon in that ring, and that mat is his operating table.
Yeah, Garibay knows he needs to chop the tree down. That's what he's doing. Oh, except little strategy there didn't go quite right.
300 pounds of Tonatu says, not today.
Tonatu a little
questioning the count.
Yeah, thought that was it. We've seen matches won like that before. It's been 30 years, but it's happened.
It's happened.
Off the ropes there, a big sidewalk slam. It looks like just holding him.
See, every time he does it, he just mocks the champ, just dropping him,
just throwing him to the side.
Tonatu's arrogance may be his undoing. He's definitely confident. So big,
words
so strong.
Everyone at home.
1, 2. Now you see, he might have gotten more than a 2 count if he wouldn't have wasted his time jawing at the camera and jawing at the fans.
I think he's enjoying this.
Definitely.
I think Tonatu is a little more sadistic than we maybe knew to begin with, and he's just having a little bit of fun playing with Garabai here.
Well, and he made no bones about it. He came to Wrestle Club just for Garabai.
Oh, picking him up in a chicken wing, just holding him, putting all of his weight right on the shoulders.
That flying double chicken wing actually watched Rick Steamboat make Ric Flair submit to that hold in 1989 because I'm old.
Garabai manages to get out of that.
Pushes him into the corner, going for a schoolboy.
Smart move there by Garabai.
2, kicks out at 2. And that's the thing, anytime he can get Tonatu off his feet, not only does he put Tonatu down, but then he forces the big man to use energy to get back up.
Looks like Garabai's going for one of his signature moves here. Springboard clothesline. Beautiful.
See the extension on that one?
Garabai knows he's got him where he wants him. Slithers into the pin.
1, 2, 2.5 count. Garabai is definitely outmaneuvering Tonatu throughout this match, and I think he's outthinking him, but he can't outpower him.
I think Garabai has a sense here that he wants to get this done quick. I think he's as confused by Tonatu as a whole as we are.
Garabai looking confident, coming up behind Tonatu.
Stalking a 300-pounder, going
for
again for that slam.
This time he got him up and over.
Big old scoop slam there, just lays him out. Tonatu in the middle of the ring.
Garabai has a history of back injuries. As a matter of fact, it was a back injury that almost ended his career. So anytime I see him try to slam someone that big, it concerns me, but it obviously didn't concern him. The fans are behind him, and the champion looks like he's ready to fly once again.
Ascending to the top rope here. What does Garabai have in store?
Wait a minute. Who's that? Somebody's just come out to ringside.
Big splash there. Who's out?
1, 2.
Oh, kick out at 2.
He was standing right behind Garabai as he went to the top rope. I don't think he's an official. Let's see if our cameras can get another shot of him.
Garabai, I don't know if Garabai's even seen whoever's at the side, at the ringside.
There he is again. Who is this man? Whoever he is, he's focused on Garabai, laser focused on him right now.
Grabbing Garabai's legs.
The referee saw it.
Preventing anything. Garabai smacking him to try and get loose here.
Tonatu
back to his feet though.
They've called for the bell. That's a disqualification.
Oh, sit out double choke slam.
Garabai wins the match, but it doesn't look like he wins the war.
Due to disqualification, the winner of this match
As Tonatu
is
puts him down, along with this newcomer, who's now coming back into the ring with the championship belt.
Handing it to Tonatu though. I'm not sure what we got going on
Tonatu
here.
has lost the match by disqualification. Your winner, and still Wrestle Club champion, Garabai.
This is your Wrestle Club heavyweight champion. I don't need to explain who I am. Don't go to anyway. My name is Richie Dagger. And I am the one that resurrected the Sun God. And much like this symbol of above average achievements, the entire Wrestle Club locker room will be sacrificed to the Sun God. But no!
Thank you all for coming out. I appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, did you all have a good time today? All right. As we enjoy putting on these shows for you every single time we see all of you fans, and we want to keep doing this. So once again, I'm going to remind you, next month, March 17th, Lordstown Comic-Con in Ontario, Oregon at 4:30 p.m. We want to see each and every one of you there. If you're interested in some merchandise, this is the merch booth. Please stop by. We like to share some merchandise. Also, if you took any photos, any video, please share it with us at www.facebook.com/Idaho-Wrestle Club. My name is Patrick Calloway, and we are Wrestle Club!
Got a couple words?
Hey bro, you got one.
Hi there, my name is May Lee, reporter for Wrestle Club. So Garabai, how do you feel about this match despite the fact you won by disqualification?
Well, unfortunately, I didn't know the guy that came out. I heard a little ringing in my ears. I think his name was Richie Dagger. I think it makes a lot of sense because I didn't know where the song Turatu came from. And he eventually came out, said that he was the one that brought him into Wrestle Club. So now it makes sense, and I think the story is just begun, and we're going to be digging deeper into who is the Sun God Tunatu. I'll tell you right now, as a heavyweight champion, I don't win matches by disqualifications. I win matches by competition, putting guys down on the mat for the 1, 2, 3, and I trust you. It's not over between me and Tunatu. We will meet again. Thank you, Millie. Appreciate it.